work quietly and follow along. At any point, click the pause button to catch up or take a break. Alright artists, let's paint our ceramic hippos. To do this, I have a paintbrush, a cup of water so I can change out my colors, and an assorted array of colors for my project. We're going to talk about the type of application that we're going to be doing to cover our project, and this is called acrylic paint. Now you need to know is acrylic paint is permanent. So if you get it on like your clothes or the table, it'll wash off pretty much right away, but you want to kind of get that pretty quickly. But for our project, it works really, really well to ensure that the paint will never come off. So I'm going to show you how we approach painting our hippo, suggestions on what you should start with, and things like that. So also, we're going to talk about color mixing. Multiple things in one. I like to just slowly stir in a circle, slowly grabbing and picking up different paint. In this case, I'm trying to pick up a little bit of black and mostly white to make a nice shade of gray for my hippo. Now, it's really nice that you do it kind of on the side, like I am, and not just mixing the whole colors together. That wouldn't be really effective. Since I did it on the side, I still have access and I could still use white or black if I would need it later. Okay, here's a good amount of paint. Now, I'm starting with my hippo. Whenever you do a clay project, you want to go from the inside to outside. That way, let's say my water was painted, I'm not trying to reach over and paint my hippo. So when I paint, it's very important that you get in all the crevices and cracks. Okay, every part of your project should be fully painted. That even includes this edge. Now there may be some areas that are a little bit more difficult to get into, such as like these cracks right here. There is a technique you can do to get in those areas. I call it dabbing. What you do is you take your project, I'm going to rotate so I can find a new area. And let's see, here's a really good one right here. On the top of the ear, there's like that little crack in there. See it where my paintbrush, when I'm brushing, it didn't quite get in there. Here's what you do, artists. Take a little paint. You need to have a good amount of paint in your paintbrush, and you're going to dab it up and down. What this is doing is the hairs on your paintbrush are pushing the paint into that awkward space. Pretty cool. Who knew just the way you apply paint with your paintbrush could be done in so many different ways, and you can fully cover your hippo. You will notice that your acrylic paint will dry relatively quick, so make sure you're moving quickly. And if you don't like something on your project, you can always just let it dry and then paint over it. No worries. All right, I'm gonna finish painting the rest of my hippo. Okay, artists, remember when you change color, you have to rinse out your brush, give her a little stir, and blot, blot, blot. I still have some paint in my brush, I could tell because it's a little dirty when I blotted. There we go. Now acrylic, you have to really make sure it comes out of the brush, otherwise you'll damage the brush. There we go, that's a little bit better. There we go. Alrighty, let's do the water next around. Same thing, I'm gonna stir and slowly grab paint for the white and the blue so I can get a nice light shade of blue. I can even add in a little bit of green to kind of make it feel more like it's got, I don't know, a little more teal color. There we go.